Hello and welcome and thank you for being here. We're going to start with City Beauty. What we're doing today is but first let me show you what we're using. We're going to be doing, we're still in our Petalmorphosis Mothership number 12 Petalmorphosis Plus series. And so yes, we know what this looks like by now. We're going to pair it today with Nomad Cosmetics Chicago Speakeasy palette. And I have a plan. I have out brushes. We're going to use 5 shades from each palette. And we're going to do our placement a little different in that, because we're going to use Nomad Pat. And so when we start, we're going to put Nomad and then the 3rd shade Nomad, and then go back with Pat, fill that in second part of the lid, and then over here. And then we'll go to the outer corner and transition area, brow bone arch, underneath the eye, all that stuff. So, but that's what they look like. So I'm going to put this on. I'm going to prime the eye, and when we come back, we will jump right in. We're going to jump in with Chicago Fizz, this shade right here. And it's going to just go right here. It is a dual chrome. So when I look this way, I see a light green, but on my lid, I'm seeing a pink. A very light pink. This is my first time doing a look this way where I'm skipping space to put a different shadow in, and so this is something new for me. Y'all know we're gonna make it work regardless. I feel like I need to do my intro. Hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why? Crazy concept. Just be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you how you should be, how you should act, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Just be who you are. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand or certain tool. This is aviation or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it, because I don't know about anywhere else, but what we stand for here at the Crazy Troll Nation is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Listen, love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that is our motto. I hope it resonates with you. 2 things to know about me. I curse sometimes because I curse, and I put that at the end of my intro because some people are offended by it and some people are not. So I said, you know what, let me just say it so that they know up front. The second thing is there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try to be aware of it to say excuse me, and sometimes I'm not aware of it and I don't say anything. And then when I see the playback, I'm just like, ew, that's gross even for a troll. Now we're going to take Capone, and this is going to go over here. Yeah, so that's the intro, and that's 2 little tidbits about me. I just had a question that quick and it left my brain. If you have either of these palettes, let me know what you think of them. And yeah, let me know what you think. This is my last palette stand-in for Nomad Cosmetics. I don't have any of the other ones anymore. Their formula does change for me, like around 11-12 months, and the PAO is 12 months. And what do I mean by that? It'll start to irritate my lids, and I do have sensitive skin, and so I do pay attention to PAOs and all of that stuff. Some people can wear stuff for forever and never have a reaction. I'm not that person. But yeah, so this is the last one standing, is this one, and I really do love the color story. I don't use it as much. I don't know why. Maybe just using other stuff I have, and I do try to keep my stash curated, even though there is some overlap, because we like what we like and we want what we want. I just realized my little lights in the back are not, I'm looking at the shapes, are not turned on. And so let's do this one. So it just adds a little more brightness to the sides of my face. And that one. Here I am. I am adorable. I did something new with my foundation today. No, I did not. I did something different with my concealer today, like how I applied it. And I'm not I'm not sure yet if I like it, and I think it might be just because it's different. And you guys are like, girl, look the same as it always look. I know. So we're going to put this down. Now we're going to go into, no we're not, lower lash line. We're going to take, forgive me. Oh no, this was Capone. So Chicago Fizz, this shade here, Aviation, this shade here, Capone, this shade here. Now we're going to take this shade, Boulevardier, I don't know. This is going underneath our lower lash line. Underneath lower lash line, we have NYX Retractable. It doesn't even say that. It says NYX Vivid Rich Mechanical Liner Retractable. So that's lower lash line. On our inner rims, we have from MAC their Color Excess Sick Tap Bro, and that's what that looks like. Yeah, and I almost have forgot to do that, and I feel like I need to pull out foundation because I feel like I'm going to forget. Today is Saturday the 24th of May. This is a look I intended to do yesterday, and I did not have a migraine yesterday, but I was still resting after my appointment at the VA hospital, and after running errands since I was already out. And I had told myself, okay, I'm going to take a nap. But what had happened was I put on Chronicles of Riddick on YouTube, y'all. And that's a 2-hour movie. So I'm thinking I'll fall asleep, I'll wake up, it'll be over. Because sometimes I use the length of a movie to track my sleep time. But because I really like that movie, and even though I've seen it countless times before, like I did not fall asleep. Like I was like all in with this movie. So I didn't take a nap, and I remember even posting, I'm about to take a nap. I ain't take no nap. But I did fall asleep earlier than usual, and I just kept going back to sleep because I would wake up and feel like, do I feel alert enough to get up, or do I want to keep resting, sleeping? And the answer was continuously keep resting and sleeping. That's nice. So that's what I did. So, we're going to do a transition shade from here too, but let's fill in the gaps with Pat McGrath. So we're going to start with Astral Eden Envy. And I figured that for here because this was looking green in the pan. But this is a very colorful look. It's making me think of a bouquet of flowers because of all the different colors. And I like that for this look I am using more shades. Janet Janet be on it. She has said you're using less and less of the pack in these looks, and I'm like, yeah, because I hadn't thought about it, but when you said it, I was like, she is right. Like, I really am. So today we're using 5 from each. And I do, down here in the mirror, I can see the pink, the green, the lavender. I don't know if it's picking up on your end or not. Because doing this, it looks like it could be one multi-chrome. And I do like that when shadows do that. But we're going to keep going. And now we're going to take Cosmic Fantasies. I really do like this shadow. I was going to say this shade, and we're going to put that here, and hopefully, well, it should blend with Capone. So I caught, because y'all, I woke up like to get up at like 7:30 this morning, and y'all know sometimes I don't even go to sleep until like 10 or noon, but because of all the rest yesterday and how I kept going back to sleep, I was like, I feel okay. This is not the brush I wanted for this. I wanted this brush for the outer corner shade because I was going to wing it, but I picked up the wrong brush. Because I had them set out in the order I was going to use them, but then I didn't do that because we left the spaces. But that looks nice. So we're going to blend this into Capone. And so I caught one of Manuela's lives. Where is she? Her channel is Makeup Therapy or something like that, and I will tag her down below. Where is she at? I want to say Scotland. But it was really cool to be able to come to one. And she had, like near the end, we were just chit-chatting. Me and someone else in the chat, and Manuela were just, chit-chatting about stuff. And Manuela has said, when I do my lives, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's like 3 a.m. over there. And so we do always miss each other. Sometimes she does pop in, which I appreciate. And so I felt really good about, okay, now I can come and spend, some time with her in her lives. And today is National African Day. And so she celebrated, she had on an African print shirt, and she used a safari palette from Nomad Cosmetics. I thought that was really cool. Because, y'all, I don't be remembering what days. And a lot of, well, I don't want to say a lot, but quite a few creators do looks based on, the holidays to celebrate that type of thing. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know it was African Day. Yeah, I'm like, I didn't know that. But yeah, she did a green look, and I'm like, ooh. Because I just did a couple green looks. So I am just trying to pull this out a little bit. Oh, that's nice. What is that? That's Capone. So let's pull this out a little bit and try and get a shape here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. With the tip of this E27 brush. No, V27 brush from Esom. Now that side is thicker, but... And I thought today to use that tool that Janessa gave me for eyeliner, and I don't know. This is, it has a hook right here, where this side just goes straight. Damn it. I'm starting to sweat, and I wasn't sweating until I turned on those two little lights in the back, and I kept thinking it was this ring light, but it might be those two lights back there. So I'm going to even this out, like how it has this hook. I don't even know. Oh. Okay, so we're just going to make this side just a little bit darker because the other side is darker. Okay, not quite the same because this comes down further here and this side it does not, and I don't want to keep messing with it because the points do look, I done messed it up already because the points do look the same. We'll cover this up with eyeliner, maybe, we'll see. So we're going to put that brush down. I'm going to turn these lights out, y'all. Maybe I'll turn them back on later. It's like 50-something degrees outside. Look at me looking like I'm glistening. Girl. What? And I don't want to turn my fan on. So why did we have this brush out? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I forgot to put Nocturnal Bloom. Because we were going to put that like right here, and so we're still going to put it like right here. We're overlapping the brown and that, and Aviation. I should have known I was going to forget something. So we're going to put this right here, which is where it was supposed to be, but then I took the brown all the way in, forgetting about this shade. I do like how it is showing up very dark over the brown. So we're just going to feather a little bit. I can see some color differentiation down here in the mirror. I don't know if it's picking up on your end or not. I don't know. I'm like, why is this brush sitting here? So this is 4 shades. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4 from Nomad? 1, 2, 3 from Pat, and we're going to use Pat for our transition shade. So yeah, it's going to be one of those two that we usually do. Okay, so I'm gonna put all those brushes away. Ooh, something just goes in my eye. So now for transition shade, we are, oh, you know what, we were going to do 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what, we forgot 4 from here. We're going to take this for our brow arch, even though we didn't do our transition yet. But we were going to do 2 different transition shades. And I'm looking like, do I have space for it? But we're going to make space for it. This look is really there, not there. Especially the lid part, those shimmer shades. I do like how they show up in the mirror down here, because it does look like a rainbow, because I do see again the pink, the green, the purple, that burgundy shade, and I do see a color differentiation between the dark green and this dark brown, even though it looks like it could be the same shade blended out. But as a whole, I'm gonna have to turn this fan on, y'all. I hate how it sounds in videos. Yeah, it's like 56 degrees outside today, and it dropped down to the 40s last night. I'm just like, holy Toledo, Batman, what the heck is happening? We're going to take this shade here, Lunar Nectar. I didn't know, I was trying to decide whether to put this first, the first half, or the second half, because the shade that we're going to take from Nomad, it looks tan to me, like a burnt tan. And I was trying to think like which one is going to be darker, to put the darker one on the second half of lower lash line. But then I do think it is just going to blend in. So those are all the shades, y'all. So yes, we have all of that there. I'm thinking now what to put for upper lash line. This is the shade, the Absinthe House, we're going to take for the second half of our, I guess, transition area. This one does show up a little bit darker, a little bit more noticeable than the Pat shade, so I did choose correctly. Not that it really matters, like there is no right or wrong, but for what I wanted to do, I wanted the second half to be a little bit darker. So this is our look. We're going to do our eyeliner, upper lash line. I don't know what we're going to use yet. I want something colorful, because this is just, excuse me, heard that in my throat. It's just a decent look. I'm gonna pull these out now. I'm just gonna put this on for mascara. I'm going to do another look later tonight, and so part of me doesn't even want to do mascara, but we are. What am I thinking? This shade, this top shade, that's Jiggy Jam. Or do I want to do, we're going to do Jiggy Jam. When we come back, our lip will be done. I'll let you know what we use, because right now I just don't know. And what else? And that's it. So hang tight. When we come back, the look will be done. This is the look we have, and I think this lip goes well with this eye look. It is a multi-chrome. Down here I see green, purple, some pink in the lip. I don't know what you're seeing up there. This is Take My Tears. It was a gift with purchase from Notoriously Morbid, and it's described as purple-based bright teal fuchsia pink. Yeah, so I think we did good with that. So this is the look. Oh, yeah, I did. Did I tell y'all the right shade? Yeah, that top shade in Jiggy Jam. And it came out like a light red. I only did one pass. I didn't do a second one. And my wings, y'all, look straight. Look at that red. Like, my wings are straight. I did not use the tool. I didn't. I did not. But this is our look, y'all. Thank you for, yeah, I'm always dropping, well, not always, but usually drop stuff. So thank you for being here. Let me know what you think about this look. Like, if you want easy, quick, monochromatic, here you go. If you want a little bit of, oh, that's for you. If you like monochromatic lip colors, this is for you. And I think we did good. And I'm loving the cheek situation. You know, I had 2 bronzers, 2 blushes, 2 highlighters, finishing powder. So we did a lot of things. And my brows look like they are at least pen pals today. So thank you for being here. Stuff is popping up over here for you to watch. We have a few more looks to do for this series, and then we'll be done. And I do have an idea for when we do the last look, but we'll see. So you want to stay tuned to this series to see what we're going to do. So thank you. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.